got that in his grip, but the minors, that's a different story. Well, when they throw the gates open at this particular racetrack, I'm talking about Premier Speedway in Warrnambool, Victoria, people don't just file in, they jam in. And the reason for that is some of the most ferocious sprint car racing you'll see this side of the black stump. We have 6 of the best in the Goodyear Eagle Dash now contesting the first 6 starting positions in the main event. And Brooke Tatnall and Trevor Green share the front row. And Brooke Tatnall gets the whole shot, running down low into one and coming out high later in the turn. And Green trying to run him down in the Adrad number 4. Terry Bracken, young Queenslander, doing a good job in the Reeve Cruck Titan Garages 36 Maxim, although Dumsney makes him pay in the Valvoline number 5. Well, Max Dumsney, probably Warrnambool's favourite son, if you take out Gary Rush, that is. Max Dumsney, of course, grew up in this area and holds a special place in his heart. There is the 36 of Terry Bracken. Brooke Tatnall out in front. The car set very tight. You see the way it pushes into the corners. Getting a bit of air too. There's a couple of ruts about half track. There is Bracken trying to hold out Skip Jackson now, who wouldn't be happy at all about starting this far back in the main. The way they finish this will be the way they occupy the first 3 rows in the main event coming up shortly. Bracken still doing a good job to hold out Skip, who is relentless on the inside of the skilled engineering. O'Brien Aluminium, number 7. Again, he looks to the bottom, but Bracken doing a good job. If he can just keep the car down low, he's pinching off the corners nicely. Brooke Tatnall, however, in cruise mode. Should wrap up pole position here as Skip Jackson muscles his way through. Brooke Tatnall will do the job and get pole in the Shell Helix number 8.
Max coming out of position 3 just quickly. You're going to keep your eye on the front couple of guys early and see what the track's doing and then make a run?
Yeah, well, I'll do my best to make a run as quick as I can because it'll be a tough race. It's not that easy to pass out there. The track's pretty much a one-laner as far as there's one fast lane, and that's pretty well where everyone is, so we'll see if we can get through quick.
Okay, now just between you and I, as we go into the 30 laps here at Warrnambool, are you setting the car for the first half of the race to run hard, or are you going to look to come home in the second half?
Jim, I always look to be fast in the second half because that's where they pay the money.
Winner of round 1 in Kalgoorlie, Andrew Shirley. Andrew, after a great start, coming out of position here at 8, little daunting?
Yeah, it is. We've like you say, we won the first round and we've struggled the last couple of rounds. Just been more bad luck than anything. We've been fast, we've been up there, but we just keep getting run over. 30
laps of the journey. What's your thoughts going into the event?
I'm feeling pretty good actually after the B main there. We loosened the car up a little bit and we got round really well, so yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Coming out of position 11 from Danville, Indiana, Danny Smith. Danny, you're going into this event, you won it last year. She's a long way from position 11, but I know you can do it.
Yeah, we just got the car where we couldn't pass anybody in the heat races and get any points, so the Harrower boys been working on the chassis, and maybe we can get it to go around the racetrack a little bit better.
Feeling pretty good. I mean, we've tried a few different setups tonight, and we've tried another one tonight for the final, so we either go forwards or go backwards and see what happens.
Brent Anhill. Brent, great to see you here in Australia on World Series.
Yeah, it's great to be back.
And the car this year, you're running your own mechanical combination in the car, as in motor and drive line, but it's Harry Delamont chassis working well for you?
Yeah, it's working pretty good. We've struggled the first couple nights we've been out, but we're getting things closer tonight, and I think we'll be right for the feature.
Trevor Green coming out of positions 2, set fast time under 11 seconds. Our only driver under 11 seconds here this evening. You're coming off the top side of the track, Trevor. Is that where you want to be?
Well, usually you would, but I'm not too sure. There's a bit of a slick patch right there off coming off 4 at the start. A little bit of a worry, but we're going to try and get this Adrad Radiators Freightmaster semi-trailers J&J to the front.
And we're at Warrnambool's Premier Speedway in Victoria now for the running of round 8. The $500,000 World Series Sprint Cars. This scenic coastal town on the coast of Victoria is the home of one of the most exciting racetracks this country has to offer. A quarter mile, frighteningly fast high banks, and a good crowd in attendance for this, the 8th round. Unfortunately, our coverage will only be a highlight sequence due to problems we had, unforeseen circumstances with crowd control. Brooke Tatnall, however, gets the jump. Trevor Green and he will provide the backdrop for one of the most exciting battles this year at this particular racetrack. Skip Jackson, never too far from the front. Max Dumsney is also there as well. David Anderson Lambert is also in there in the Club Crocodile 77. Here is Trevor Green trying to run down Brooke Tatnell in the Adrad car. Andrew Shirley in the 95, Lucas Oil's entry. Brent Lacey back to the Titan Garages car. Peter Smith, South Aussie, regularly runs here as they come out of turn number 4 with Peter Murphy back in the field there as well. David Anderson, Lambert, here comes Brooke Tatnell, starting to get into some heavier traffic now. Michelle Helix number 8 car. This is a track for Brooke Tatnell that has been some of the highs and some of the lows in his career. Likewise, the man behind him, Trevor Green, who has won the Warrnambool Classic here and at the same time has torn up his pride and joy on numerous occasions here. It's that kind of racetrack. You get it right, and sometimes you go home early. Brooke Tatnell working the bottom now. Anderson just up ahead, and in his direct path is the young Queenslander. Oh, you see Peter Smith going off the circuit. So thinks he may have had a punctured left rear. But Anthony Lambert go. In a big hurry, he disappeared out of the shot. As Brooke Tatnell continues to run away with this. Yellow lights coming on here. I think it may be Lambert. Yes, it is. The 77 car. So Lambert goes into the wall in turn number 1. Away we go, back at the restart. Lap car of Mark Reuter back in position. The ROH Wheels, number 95. Green still in the second spot. I see Dumsley starting to come on strong here as well. We're getting towards the end of our coverage. Look at the Mad Harry Steele, number 4 of Brent Anthill. Huge bicycle going into turn number 1 and 2. Here is Trevor Green, under siege now from Nathan McDonald. Good to see the Fraser Shores, number 32, Queenslander, starting to come forward a little bit and having a good run with Green. Out of turn 4, Danny Smith, Carline Mufflers, number 88. Here is Max Dumsley. Oh, Brooke Tatnell in trouble here. Antill strikes him going into turn 1 and 2. Well, our camera angle here, oh, look out. Antill rolling away from the car, trying to extinguish the flames from the rear of the car. The crash crew quickly on the scene there. Well, we have another angle from which to look at this incident. It's quite nasty. It must rupture the fuel tank here. Watch out for Brooke Tatnell just up ahead. Bang! He drills the wall and rolls over. Oh, Antill nowhere to run. Tears into the side of him. Flames licking at the side of the number 4 car. You can see wheels torn off, shocks, arms, stops. Plenty of damage to both cars. Both men unhurt, which is the good news. We're back at the restart, and Trevor Green is going to romp away with this in the Adrad number 4 car, and will take a decisive victory, although at the demise of Brooke Tatnell, Trevor Green triumphs. The South Aussie does well.